move too far forward, changing the posture will help support normal spinal function. But what do you think is the most effective way to improve spinal function if it's already abnormal? The most effective way to correct spinal function is going to be with chiropractic. A question for you: how many of you like to garden? If you're gardening and someone places a kink in the garden hose, what happens to that garden hose? Well, the water's going to stop. And let's pretend this pressure is applied forever. How well do you think that garden's going to do? Well, you're right, it's not going to do very well. That garden's going to die. And we're going to talk about the second component of the PrEP, the PrEP system for pregnancy health. The second part of the P, positioning, and that's with chiropractic. Your nervous system is so vital to this component. And your brain sends messages down the spinal cord, out of the nerves, out to every part of the body. And when that pathway is clear, your body functions well. And I mentioned this before, when that pathway is not functioning well, when the spine moves out of position, it places pressure on the nerves traveling out of the spine. And if you put pressure on the spine with spinal misalignments, it's like someone putting a kink in that garden hose. As a chiropractor, we find those areas that are out of position, and with gentle adjustments, we can correct those areas where the spine is out of position. And when we do, your body's going to function better, you're going to feel better, you'll be much healthier as a result. Now again, you can improve your posture, but if that underlying structure of the spine is out of position, you're not going to see much improvement only by changing the posture. So the first step is get the spine in a more normal position with chiropractic adjustments, and then help train your posture with the things that we had mentioned before, and that will make a great difference in helping you to be pain-free. And when we do that, we can get you feeling really good. We can also get you prepared for a safer and healthier delivery by improving the positioning of the spine and the pelvis. Now, here's an example of what our patients have said about coming and seeing a chiropractor during pregnancy.
Sides, and so when I was laying on my sides, my hips had a lot of pressure. As much as I packed pillows everywhere, it just wasn't enough. I would only get about an hour and a half on each side, and so I didn't know you could go to the chiropractor pregnant. So I made the appointment and I came in, and the experience was fabulous. Very calming in here. Good. The atmosphere is nice. It's very welcoming, and it started to work. When you adjusted my hips the first time, I was slowly getting a little bit extra sleep on each side.
Good. That's good.
But I also wanted to make sure that my pelvis and everything was kind of in the right position, because I heard that that's important for labor as well.
Yeah.
When I went past my due date, I was trying to find natural ways to induce. And so I wanted to come in here, and I had heard about the Webster's technique, and so I wanted to see if that would help, and it did. But I think it's important for moms to know that that you can do chiropractic when you're pregnant, and that it's very beneficial, and especially for the baby. She came out so fast that she didn't really have time to merge into the world. So, and then there was a little tugging at the end when she was finally coming out 100%. So.
Your husband was mentioning that he watched the pulling and was a little disconcerted by the way it looked as they were pulling baby out.
Yeah. He said it looked a little rough. So by coming here when I was pregnant, I found out that babies could come as well, and that's something I didn't know either.
Yeah, I think some people would be concerned about seeing a chiropractor thinking the experience would be a rough, hard, painful experience.
Far from.
Yeah.
Far from that. Very soothing, very calming. You're very patient.
Is there anything else you think expectant moms would want to know, or parents would want to know about your experience with chiropractic?
I would just say give it a try.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely say give it a try, because it's worth it.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.